Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to October 30th. Yes, it is Thursday, October 30th, 2025, live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the US of A. All right. Welcome to Sunrise with Sally on Sally D's Reality, and I am Sally D. So, good morning, everyone. I am inside. Good morning, Miss M. Good morning. A little late setting up. It was raining out there, and it's totally soaking wet out there, and I had to bring everything in here. So good morning from inside, and I don't have to be bundled up, and I'm not cold, but I have a cat that won't leave me alone. So if you see him jumping on my shoulders, that's Mister. So Jake will probably be following shortly, crying to be fed again. So that's my life, but the dogs are being quiet though, aren't they? They're being quiet. So good morning, everyone, and thank you for hitting the like button as you enter. And this is weird. I have my Snoopy glasses on because I just came from the gym. And yeah, I just got there. I had to run home, say morning prayers with Daryl, and then he left. And I was like, all right. Good morning, everyone. I'm just about to dive around London. So listen to the stream, but may not reply. That's okay, Joe. That's okay. I appreciate you being here, Joey, because you are a big part of my community. You are. And you know that. Um, so, good morning. We have my sunny disposition instead of the sunrise. So, we'll just be sunshine with Sally. Yeah, we'll have sunshine with Sally. Got your work ending already? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Because yesterday I was on Rhonda's and Paula was talking about her arms, and she's still working on those, like Rhonda did. And I said, I haven't got my gym set up in there yet. And I was like, I have a gym membership, so I do go there pretty regularly, but I've been kind of slacking off. I have because of the kidney thing, but no more excuses. So, but yeah, 4 o'clock this morning. I got there at 4 o'clock. So usually I'm earlier because the guys are like, "You're late." And I said, "No." There she is, Miss Arms herself. Good morning, Rhonda. We were talking about your arms and how Paula is still working on it. And I'm very proud of Paula. Yes, I went because I said to you, I have, and you said, "Well, that's no excuse." And I said, "Okay." So I went this morning at 4 o'clock. I was putsying. Then I got, oh, I better go before Daryl leaves. And I got there and back just in time to do our morning prayers, him and I. So, hello, Justin. My mom just renewed our gym. Oh, okay. Our gym membership. Oh, Justin, isn't Dora having a live today? I'm messing with you, Justin. Hello, Carl. Welcome. How are you, Carl? Where are you coming from, Carl? That's how my dad spelled his name. His name was Carl. You need to go? Okay. Oh, to the gym. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. So good. All right. Where are you coming from, Carl? Funny girl Sally. Hey, gotta join the club with you, Justin. I bought this cute little because yesterday I bought that on your lap old people electric blanket. I bought this little mushroom like for little stem flowers, and I was pruning all of my roses down because they're still blooming, but the poor little things need to go to sleep for the winter. And I came upstairs. I bought this little mushroom stem vase. Right, put little. There's like little holes, and you put them in there. It's on the floor, broken because Mister did it because he's the only one that comes up here in the morning. He broke it. I just got it. I haven't had it for 24 hours. It was so cute. It was purple. Yeah, Europe. Love your dances, by the way. Thank you, Europe. Yeah, it's just a geriatric dancer. I don't know if you've been here before, Europe, but welcome. And I'm just all about that, making people laugh, even if it's at my expense. Um, I think it's really important to laugh. So if I got a laugh out of you, I'm glad. Good morning, Glenn. Sydney, Australia. Well, there you go. Justin's from Australia too. Do you do lives? Do you have like a channel and do you do lives, Glenn? Because Justin's all about that. He loves his people from Australia, which is really important. Hello, Glenn from Rhonda. Good morning, everyone coming in. Please like the live stream as you come in and welcome in. That's from Emily. I was created from 2017, by the way. I don't know what that means, Carl. All right. It's so nice, dear. I decided to do it inside here because that's just what I did. I was out there. I was like, the whole porch is soaking wet, even though the camera is. I heard and saw you and Big D learning to dance. Yeah, our geriatric dance. No, I don't know what I'm doing. How do I live stream? Oh, do you have a channel, Glenn? I was created from a game called I don't know anything about games, Carl. I'm sorry. I'm like the worst person with that. My boys had a Game Boy. It was a Game Boy, the little handheld thing years ago. I got them each one of those. Spent so much money on games, and then they each got a Sega Genesis or something. I don't know. Hi, Bushy. Hi, with Grandma. Okay. It's okay. I'm sorry, Carl. I really don't know anything. I'm lucky I can get on here, Carl. I'm glad I'm lucky I can say, get me on the live. Man, I'm just learning. I've been playing around with some of these little things you can do for dancing and stuff. With grandma, yeah, that's a Game Boy with grandma. Okay. Wow, 9 likes. Do I have 9 likes? Okay. Well, if I have 15 people here, I should have 15, Carl. But yeah, I'm not a tech person. I'm trying. Even though I got a when I taught 8th grade and they changed their good morning, Yvonne, everyday Nana. I thought you changed your name. Or is that just for that part of your channel? I'm confused as usual. Um, but when I taught 8th grade, that year they decided to change the science fair to like a PowerPoint. This was back in early 2000s. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do that. And I'm supposed to be teaching them, giving them an assignment to do a PowerPoint instead of like the board and everything like normal science fairs. And I was like, I can't give them an assignment if I don't even know how to do it. So I went back to school and got my master's in, believe it or not, K to 12 technology. But you know what? In my defense, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? Because things that were back in, what was that, 2003, and this is 25. So that was like 22 years ago. So if you don't use it, you lose it. If you don't keep upgrading your brain on what's going in technology, you're going to lose it, right? Right. So it's lost. It's gone. But it was so fun because I had like a website and I had everything. It was just, it was awesome. It was awesome. So awesome. And then I lost it. Paid all those thousands of dollars, still paying those thousands of dollars to get that degree. Oh well, but at least I have my master's. Oh, not doing anything while I sit here, huh? Wow. So, let's see. I'm in 5th grade right now. Also, you are a great small streamer. Oh, well, thank you. Coming from you, Mr. Fifth grader, thank you very much. You probably know a lot more about technology than me, and that's good. Probably my nieces that are like 2 years old know more than me because kids today they grow up on it. I was lucky. I never even got to use the electric typewriter, so my dad bought me one in typing class. So let's get started, okay? Um, Let me help you get through this day. There are many possible paths to travel between you're getting up in the morning and you're lying down at night. Stay alert to the many choice points along the way, being continually aware of my presence. You will get through this day one way or the other. One way is to moan and groan and stumbling along with shuffling feet, complaining about everything. This will get you to the end of the day eventually, but there is a better way. You can choose to walk with me along the path of peace, leaning on me as much as you can and as much as you need. There will still be difficulties along the way, but you can face them confidently in my strength. Thank me for each problem you encounter and watch to see how I transform trials into blessings. And this is from 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 10. And do not grumble as some of them did and were killed by the destroying angel. Now, that's like, Rhonda's live last night. Good morning, Toby. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today, honey? So anyway, on Rhonda's channel, we were talking about all the things that we celebrate, and it was really fun. And I was actually awake. I didn't sleep through it this time because lately I've had a very bad problem with that. But we'll move on. Moving on, Rhonda. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. But I was so excited. That's what I was celebrating, and I was celebrating, the fact that I'm 700 plus, subscribers, which I just cannot even believe. I think it's just the grace of God, but I'm appreciative of that. And people, like, we have to learn to look at the positive in life. So money, so money, so many of us, blooper, so many of us, and I include myself because I'm telling you, about 10 years ago, I was so negative, so everything, my sister has this and this, and I don't have, like, it was just, I wasn't, I had so much positive. Then one day I just sat back and I was like, you know what? My kids are healthy. My husband loves me, we're together, and we still are together 40 years, right? In June is 40 years. I have a lot of positive things and not gripe about, oh, I have a stomach ache, oh, my toe hurts, oh, I have a headache. When everybody, we're celebrating life and people don't want to be around, Debbie Downers, And I thought, if I had more of a positive look on things, maybe, just maybe, it would change. But I was always so happy when I was with my kindergarten students. I loved it. But, when I would leave there, I'm just like, um, I just, uh, I just was really happy that Rhonda did that because it just reminded me, because every once in a while you got to be reminded, and it just reminded me that I got to still look at the positive because I am starting to feel sorry for myself because I don't like retirement. I just don't. I know everybody wants to do it, and it's for some people, but once you get there, if you don't have the money to do things or to keep yourself busy, I just miss my kids. I miss all the little children. It's like that was my lifeline. That's what made me stay, young at heart. I may be old here, but young at heart, and I'm dedicating myself to that. Um, I just I I'm trying so hard to have a positive outlook on it. Um, 1 second, Rhonda. I will do something for you. 1 second. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold on one second. I gotta find it. I think I left it downstairs. Darn, darn, darn. Uh, well, we're just gonna have to go with this. Let's see. We will use this, but I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, I know what I'll use. I know what I'll do. Because I have these all the time. All my little stickers I send to my friends with the sunshine. They will come in handy here. Just 1 second here. I'm getting it, Rhonda. I'm getting it. Hold on. I got this. I have no nails to get these things off the back of the stickers. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. If I could put it up high enough, right? Can you see that? There you go. Can you see it, Rhonda? Huh? No, I'm not making a sun. I had that sun from my kindergarten class. Good morning, Debbie Sue. There you go, Rhonda. Just for you, honey. Yes. That's from my friend Rhonda. I should have put that up earlier. But there you go. That's the sun. Okay. Back to what we were saying. But we need to start looking more positive. Do you guys ever find you just get into the slump of like, ugh, I hate my job. I hate this. But I hated my job when I was a supervisor at Kmart back in the day, and it just I got promoted and everything, and I was so happy with it. And then it got to be like these teenagers would come in and get a job, and they wouldn't come back from their break on time, and I just didn't like having to reprimand people and break them up. So I thought, you know what? I always wanted to be a teacher, and my sister is 10 years younger than me, and she was graduating um, and she was going to go to school to be a nurse. And I never knew about financial aid and getting grants and getting loans and things like that. And I went and applied. So we both went back to college the same year. And she's a neonatal nurse, and I, of course, was a teacher, elementary teacher. Um, you didn't like working at the gas station or Walmart? Kmart was okay, but yeah, you found your people then, Yvonne, Um, I volunteered at a senior daycare, but I really loved it. I played cards with them, and they told me about the olden days. Now I'm the olden days, but this one lady, Catherine, I loved her so much. And the one day I came in for my volunteer, I volunteered 2 days a week, and she passed away. And I was devastated, and I just couldn't go back. It wasn't the same. It wasn't the same at all. And I know there's probably other people there that, I really loved and everything, but I just couldn't go back. Um, but God rest her soul. She was a lovely woman. And there's Levi. Um, or is that Gabriel? Um, okay. So I'm gonna have to let him in here. When many things seem to be going wrong, trust me. When your life feels increasingly out of control, thank me. These are supernatural responses, and they can lift you above your circumstances. If you do what naturally comes naturally in the face of difficulties, you may fall prey to negativism. Negativism, right? Let's see. I am going to be off of work next week, helping my grandkids while my daughter and her husband are at work. All right. And then I'm going to take Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off for myself. That's good. Self-care. Yes, I'm learning that too, Yawan. You have to do that. I tell my residents, they said you can't leave us that long. Aw. Yvonne, you will be busy with your grandkids. I know, I wish I had grandkids, but I live vicariously through you, honey. I do. Um, so we may fall prey to negativism. Even a few complaints can set you on a path that is downward spiral. by darkening your perspective and mindset. With the attitude controlling you, complaints flow more and more readily from your mouth. So, how many of us are like, complaining about things? I have to catch myself sometimes, and I also have to catch myself with negative self-talk. But it's a work in progress. You know what I mean? So, like some people, we're all talking and everything. You go to someone's house, and then they start complaining about, oh, well, my back's really hurting. Okay, but let it go. Okay, your back hurts. We're trying to be happy here. And sometimes people are just so negative, and people don't want to be around them. So I didn't want to become one of those people. So I tried my best to be more positive, and it takes work. So with the attitude controlling you, complaints flow more and more freely and readily from your mouth. Each one moves you steadily down the slippery spiral. The lower you go, the faster you slide. But it is still possible to apply the brakes. It's still possible to fix it, right? Um, Negative self talk has always been a problem. Well, you got to work on it. Work harder. Work harder. I know it sounds mean, but I had to work hard, really hard. Um, the lower you go, the faster you slide. But it's still possible to apply the brakes. Cry out to me in my name. Hear that, Emily? Cry out to God. Affirm your trust in me regardless of how you feel. Thank me for everything. Though this seems unnatural, even irrational, gradually you will begin to ascend, recovering your lost ground. When you are back on ground level, you can face your circumstances from a humble perspective. If you choose supernatural responses this time, trusting and thanking me, you will experience my unfathomable peace. How many of us have ever um, um, felt humbled? I feel humbled that, I just couldn't believe that my numbers were rising. And I was like, oh, and I told some of my friends on here that I don't feel worthy of it. But, I don't, I'm grateful. I'm just want to make sure that everyone, that comes here, I'm not wasting their time. I, I I take great pride in answering, people's comments and things like that. Um, sometimes I answer too much. You might have a long paragraph, but I refuse to just hit the heart button and that's it. Someone took the time to write that comment to me and watch my video, then I'm going to respond to you. I try to make it brief, but you know me, I just if I could be on here with you guys all day, I would. But I try to keep it at an hour. Sometimes it goes over, um, but I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. That's from Psalms 13:5. And um, I just, it's just, hi, Cheryl. Hello. How are you? Yes. What would Jesus do? Okay. That's right. That was real big back in the 80s. And I never really see that anymore. Right. Um, But we also have to let go of resentment. And some of us, we don't even know that we have that resent. Like, but you don't know how much it's affecting your life. Like resentment towards someone who did something to you. You might say that you forgave them, but you still have that feeling. You know what I mean? Like, you really didn't forgive them in your heart, your whole heart. To live in my presence consistently, you must expose and expel your rebellious tendency. When something interferes with your plans or desires, you tend to resent the interference. Try to become more aware of resentment. However petty it may seem, don't push those unpleasant thoughts down. Instead, let them come to the surface where you can deal with them. See, we stuff stuff. So many people do that too, don't we? We stuff things down because we don't want a confrontation. Good morning, Paula. We don't want to have confrontation with anyone, and we don't want to ruffle the feathers. Paula, do you see my sunshine? I put it up there for Rhonda. because it's raining like something out there. Um, so Justin saying hello to you, Paula. Uh, that's what's so great about this little community here. We all know each other and we all welcome each other. And we genuinely care about each other. So, all you new people, come on in the chat. We'll get to know you. Um, so we have to deal with them. We have to stop stuffing everything down below. And I think that's why people are like, what they call postal or whatever. We have to start um, dealing with these feelings we have. I'm not saying, be yelling at people or anything like that. Um, but we have to deal with them, work them out. Rhonda has a lovely book, that workbook she has. I'm really working on that, and it's helping me with a lot of things that I really didn't, realize I had. Like even her one episode of something else, and then one time I had a really good conversation with Rhonda, and she told me why I do a lot of self sabotage and why I feel unworthy of stuff. Like Rhonda is very okay. I won't go on the Rhonda toot toot boat right now. She's going to be the next Mel Robbins, I'm telling you. Anyway, ask my spirit to increase your awareness of resentful feelings. Bring them boldly into the light of my presence so that I can free them up for you. Good morning, BBTH, little fishy. Thank you. That's cute. Um, let's see. The ultimate solution to rebellious tendencies is submission to my authority over you. Intellectually, you receive in my sovereignty, without which the world would be a terrifying place. But when my sovereign will and my sovereign will enroaches you on your little domain of control, you often react with telltale resentment. The best response to losses or thwarted hopes is praise. The Lord gives you, and the Lord takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. And Job learned that, didn't he? You're not promised, just like you're not promised tomorrow. And that's not trying to be morbid, but you need to be good to people while you're here. Make amends with people while you're here. You know, you never know, right? Because when my friend Vinny died last February, he was like one of the bestest friends I had. He had a lot of trouble with not sleeping at night. So we would talk like from 2 a.m. until 5, and Daryl's like, "You're still on the phone with him?" But we would just talk about the old days and when we worked at this restaurant we worked at together, and uh, his family, and because I'm really close with his family still to this day. But when he passed away, it was like I had a really good conversation my last time with him. You know what I'm saying? And it was good that I had that conversation. Sometimes you ever think of somebody and you're like, why am I thinking of them? You should reach out and talk to them because you never know. Okay. Um, I am just so glad that I had that conversation with Vinny. And he told me some things he never told me before, like this one song that he liked, and he sent it to me. And every once in a while, I'll listen to it. But I just ran into his sister 2 days ago at Walmart, and she's a younger sister. And I'm just, I just look at her and I can see Vinny. But I miss my friend. It's hard when you get older and your friends pass away. And my best friend besides my husband, Kerm, when he passed away, he beat cancer, and then he had some kind of medication, for the tingling in his hands and his feet. But his sister came over and he had a celebratory drink, and he was supposed to come to my house the next day. And I did have a conversation before that, and it was a good conversation. It was. And we just have to be good to people while they're here. Okay? That's all I'm trying to say. I went off on a tangent. Anyway, remember that all good things, your possessions, your family and friends, your health and abilities, your time are gifts from me, right? Instead of feeling entitled to these things and all these blessings, respond to them with gratitude. There's that word gratitude again. Gratitude. All right. Be prepared to let go of anything I take from you, but never let go of my hand. Never let go of my hand. It says, instead of feeling entitled to all these things and all these blessings, respond to them with gratitude and be prepared to let go of them or anything I take from you, but never let go of my hand. Never. You know, possessions have taken over the world. Uh, that's what things like at Christmas, Daryl and I, we don't exchange gifts. I don't do it with my kids. They don't do it with me. And it's not that we don't want to buy them something, but so many people are running around, and buying these gifts, that people don't even need. They're just like charging up a storm or, all that. And half of the stuff is just crap stuff. It's like, why did you buy me this? Do I really need a chia pet? I would like a chia pet though. My post office box is on my description. No, I'm just kidding. Um, uh, they they just go out and it's like kids get so much stuff, and you see some of these decluttering shows, and they have toys, and then when they get their birthday or Christmas or something, there's more toys. So what I did, is I, what I've been watching, I know you have been watching Dora's, and that's fine with me. We're all a core community, Justin. That's what core community means. My channel is my community, and the core community stems out to Dora, to Paula. That's fine. I love Dora. All right, Kelly, honey, I love you. There's another part of our big community. Bye, my sunshine girl. Um, but what I changed in my house when my kids were in elementary school is that it is Jesus's birthday. We're having a birthday cake for Jesus, right? My kids still got gifts, don't worry. That stupid Santa Claus came, but they were aware that I had to pay Santa. I didn't like Santa getting credit for what I had to work for. But we had a birthday cake for Jesus, and we sang happy birthday to Jesus every year. That's what we did. And I don't know if my kids still do it, but that was something we did and we look forward to. They got to make the cake and write with the silly icing you get, and it goes all over the place. It doesn't write very well because you need one of those things to put it in. But anyway, we had a good time with that. And I still, believe it's Jesus's birthday. And when it's my birthday, do you all get gifts? No, you don't. So that's just my philosophy. You know, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But that's what it is. It's Jesus's birthday. And we're getting too far in debt, you know, and we have to have like a fund in our um in our checking account for saving up for Christmas and things like that. Why don't you save up for a nice vacation with your family instead of spending all those thousands of dollars on frivolous gifts for people at work that you don't even like? If it's $5 or $10, it's still $5 or $10. You know, a dollar is a dollar because some people can't afford a dollar. And some of these channels, about their super chat or whatever, and they want a dollar or $5. You can afford $5. No, I can't really, because we're pretty much paycheck to paycheck here with me not working. So like all those dollars that you're spending and on your credit card with all that interest, you got to tone it down. I don't want to ruin Christmas for your little kiddos, but do you have to buy like mountains of gifts for the little ones? Because a lot of times they want to play with the box. you know but get them something nice. Like the one year I got the kids each a stereo, another year I got them each a Sega, another year I got them one big thing, and they were happy. They didn't need mounds of stuff. And then Daryl worked at Scholastic Book Fair. And like I told you before, I have no shame. I jumped in that dumpster and I got out the wrinkled books they threw away that were nothing wrong with them. And that's what they got for Christmas. And my boys are, to this day, they're 38 and 34, and they're still avid readers. because I always had the books readily available for them. So that's how you get kids to read. I know. Um, but anyways, where was I? The best response to losses or thwarted hopes is praise. And you don't want to let go of God's right hand. And in 1 Peter chapter 5, 6, it says, humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. And there's that word humble I used earlier. I'm telling you, all these words all coincide. And, like my readings, if you go over to Yvonne's channel after this, she has her devotions. And the ones that she has, they all coincide and we don't plan it. It just, that's the word that God wants you to have. There's dates on all these readings I do. I just put my hand in my bag, pick out a book, and put my finger in the book. And that's what, I'm saying God wants you to hear, because a lot of things in the comments, people tell me that it really resonated with them on that day. And it's not planning, it's God, what he wants you to hear today. And that's just the way it is, believe it or not. But Yvonne and I don't plan anything. So you have to listen to her devotions, because on Yvonne's channel, which is Everyday Nana Family and Gig, or what are you calling it now, Yvonne? Should they go to your regular channel for it? I know you were doing it with devotions. Is it part of your channel, like My Sunrise with Sally is in my Sally D's Reality? How do they get in contact with you, honey? It's in your regular channel. I hate having to type and listen for responses. Okay, it's in a regular, so you go to Everyday Nana Family and Gig, okay, and Gig Hustle, and then you just look for her devotions. Who here knows that humble surname is Pie? Hi, Marilyn and Ronald. Hello. Good morning. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for being here. Marilyn says hello to everyone. And I don't know, Ronald's saying, is that you? I don't know. Uh, I don't know if Ronald's confused. Yes, it's me. I'm in a house because it's really pouring out there. It's coming sideways onto the porch, and that's just silly for me to do that. The videos are called Morning Affirmations with Everyday Nana. Okay. All right. I have to write that down. Yeah. Thank you for what, Ronald? I'm sorry. I don't know I'm confused. Can somebody fill me in? Oh, Ronald. Okay. So, I just have to laugh because I'm so confused. Um, so, um, it goes on to say, wait patiently with me while I bless you. Don't rush into my presence with time consciousness gnawing at your mind. I dwell in timelessness. I am, I was, I always will be. There's that thing that my mom told me. I am, I was, I always will be. And how my mom said that God is, God, and always will be, or whatever she said to me. Don't worry to be rude. Wait, don't want to be rude. Okay, but thank you. Oh, oh, were you a troll? And then come on and stay here. You don't have to go on other channels and do that. Um, for you, time is a protection. You're a frail creature who can handle only 24 segments of life. Time can also be a tyrant ticking away relentlessly in your mind. Learn to master time, or it will be your master. Guys, if you know me and if you've seen in my house on other videos, I have so many clocks. I love clocks. I used to always be on time or early, but I'm not anymore. And I don't know, how many clocks do we have, Daryl? And you know what? This weekend, we have to change all the clocks. That's one thing he hates. is when we change the clocks twice a year. But you can hear them if it's real quiet. You can hear all my clocks. And when my son was here, he's like, "Mom, that's kind of annoying." But then he's like, "You know what, Mom? That's kind of it's kind of relaxing listening to the different clocks ticking." Um, so around 30, oh, I don't know, Daryl. We got that other one there. I don't know. We might have to recount them. Um, Hello, good morning, V&B Reality. Nice name from Sally D's Reality. Welcome back. I saw you commented in a few of the chats there, honey. Thank you so much for coming back to see us. Happy Thursday to you as well. Yes, sir. It's what people call devil's night, when the bad kids go out and egg your house. But my brother, when he lived with me, he used to sleep out there, worried about somebody doing something to the house. I say, you know what? If they do, they do. I'm not sleeping outside. That's okay not to care about time anymore, Sally. I like the concept of time. I know where I'm supposed to be, especially when I was teaching. Though you are a time-bound creature, seek to meet me in the timelessness as you focus on my presence. The demands of time and tasks will diminish. I guess that's what happens with retirement. You just, I don't know, lose concept of time. How about you, Paula? I don't know. I will bless you and keep you, making my face shine upon you, with you graciously giving you peace. Wow. I will bless you and keep you, making my face shine upon you, graciously giving you peace. That is so comforting, don't you think? Um, Good morning. I don't know what that is. I can't see what he's doing there. But Ronald, good morning, honey. We welcome you. I'm not trying to be rude. Oh, Heather. Good morning. Heather's tired of her fall decorations, just like Evie. Um, I still have mine up, and they're going to be all November too. Um, in case I don't say it on the day, Sally and Big D, happy Halloween. In case you might be at a different live, huh? Hello, Mike and Heather. Hello, Carol. Hi, Carol. Carol, aka she's using her child's Jamie's site. Emily, Mix Vlog. Hello, welcome, Emily. I'm sitting here, folks. I should be oh my goodness, getting ready to head to the book fair. Oh, Paula, can I go with you? I want to go to the book fair and see all the kiddos. And then they have all those little neat things like pencils and pointers and things like that. And Ronald's saying hello, everyone. Are you gonna stay, Ronald? Are you gonna be my friend, Ronald? Oh man, I really want you to be my friend. Oh man. Emily, are you from Portugal? I believe we've been having conversations. I don't remember if it's Portugal or the Philippines. Somehow I want to say a P. I don't know why. Um, I got to get my. I haven't been doing my pins, guys, in my map. I haven't been doing that. Oh, I'm really slack. Philippines. See, I almost had it. Emily, I was this close. I almost had it. Philippines. She's from the Philippines. Yes, she started talking to me about, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. All right. Um, oh, look, Justin, she's saying, Sir Justine, hi. Ain't that nice? That's so nice. Okay, so in Micah, we don't read very much from Micah. Chapter 7, verse 7. But as for me, I watch and hope for the Lord. I wait for God, my Savior. My God will hear me. And it says in Revelations 1, verse 8, I am the Alpha and the Omega, says the Lord God, who is and who was and who is to come, the Almighty, says the Lord. Can I tell you guys a little joke? Because every time I see the Alpha, Um, there's a joke at our house. Daryl's the Elpo and I'm the Alpha. That's why he uses Mop and Glow instead of Head and Shoulders. I'm sorry. I just came out. All right. Thank you, Ronald. I am glad you're my friend. Thank you. All right. Everyone's saying hello to Emily. You love that red hair? Yeah. Well, I have to go see Sarge. Have you seen my video? My shits and giggles video, Ronald? I make my husband, he has a beard, wear a blonde wig, and he's supposed to be my pretend, it's a joke, my pretend hairstylist. And there's 2 episodes, but he gets into so much trouble. And the one episode, he was messing with my hair and he put this growth hormone in it, and my hair was really long. And I really don't think I look good with red hair. Watch it and come back and tell me what you think. Um, um, you have to go fix something. Everyone, how is the roof still leaking at your work, Daryl? Um, so anyway, thanks for not being a troll, Ronald. I'm glad you're my friend. And the red hair, it's staying. So many people are my friends are all letting theirs go gray, and no, not. So, all right. Also from Ecclesiastes, blooper again. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under heaven. And then from Numbers, I haven't read from Numbers in a while, huh? Chapter 6, verses 24 through 26. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. And that's all I want for you guys, is to have peace, and not be negative. I just want everyone to have peace, if this world could just get along, but I don't know, it's just I needed his wig for my hubs. He colored my hair Sunday night. Ready to go. Okay. All right, Paula, you have a good one, honey. Have fun with the kids. Give one a hug for me. Oh, a whole bunch of them a hug for me. Holly, is there? Oh, I'm sorry, Holly. Hello, Holly. You were here before, weren't you, honey? You were here. Haven't seen you in a while. We might be in the audience, or what do they call that when you're not in the chat? I don't know what that's called. Kitty. I think Kitty was here before too. Kitty, were you here before? Holly, were you here before? Um, I don't know. I remember that. You were never here? Oh, okay, honey. Well, welcome. I'm Sally D, and this is supposed to be Sunrise with Sally, but it's pouring down rain, so there's the sunshine. Okay, there's the sunrise. Um, and Emily says hello, and so does my she says hello to Kitty Gamer. She's from the Philippines. Oh, you don't watch live streams a lot? Well, come here every morning at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we talk, and you meet a lot of nice friends. I am going to go. I need to finish getting ready for work. Okay, honey. Bye. Have a great day, Emily. VNB, passing through, going to get our son ready for daycare. Have a blessed day. Yes, you too, honey. You too. I have one more from Numbers, chapter 6, 24 through 26. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. And I already read that, but you need to hear it again. I don't know. So, and it says, serve the Lord with gladness, come before his presence with singing. And I don't know if he wants to hear me sing, but God did give me my voice. So maybe he does like my kind of voice. I don't know. Um, so yeah, that's what we have for today, guys. So what are we doing with this day? Are we planning for Sunday? When I gave you the challenge of those of you that don't have to work, because I totally understand, because I used to have to work on the weekends too when I was at work at Kmart, and I lost a lot of precious time with my kiddos. Bye. V and B reality says goodbye. But Are you doing my challenge? Make time for your family, make time for God. Hi, Share Bear. Good morning, honey. How are you today? Um, are you going to make time for your family? And it is the Lord's Day, right? God even took a break on Sunday, right? So, what are we going to do with that? If God says take a break, you work all week, you work hard and you're stressed out. And then what are you going to do? Clean the garage all weekend? Do that Saturday, draw a line. If you don't finish it, then it'll be there next Saturday, right? Just clear a little pathway like my garage and, do it. I'm sorry, honey, you live alone? You have any cats or anything? Your name's Kitty Gamer. Um, you can make lots of friends here, Kitty. Lots of people here are just so friendly, and that's the way I was, lonely by myself here all day long. But it's just YouTube is something, it's how you use it. I mean, there's a lot of scary people out there, like we were talking on Rhonda's live last night, and I don't know what I would do, with our friend, what happened to our friend Carol with her channel. I don't know what I would do. I don't know. This is now my lifeline, like my kindergartners were. So that's why I'm always posting stuff. They say, don't post between this hour and this hour, post when your people are on there. I just post it. I don't care. I don't care. So let's see, everybody. I try to do my gig work on Sunday because then I can do it during the day, but I'm also going to go to church on Sunday morning as well. Well, you got it. You got time for God, and you're spending more than 5 minutes because that's all I said. 5 minutes with God, you know. Let my boyfriend not that long left my boyfriend not that long ago. He was abusive, so happily not with him. Okay, we'll keep you in our prayers, Kitty. Is that your real name, Kitty? Um, Ronald, that is so nice of you to say for Paula to have a good day. Ronald, you have to come back. You're a gentleman. You know that? I'm very proud of you. Because you could have done one way and you went the other way, and I'm very, very proud of you. Um, Missy. Okay, so Kitty's name is Missy, and I hope you're going to come back again because I just love all my people, and I, I I I'm a big cheerleader for people who are trying every day. Nina, good evening from Emily, but I love people. I'm a people person. Um, well, you're welcome, Ronald. And I'm glad you stayed. Can I just tell you that? Thank you for staying, Ronald, and thank you for being nice to me. It could have went all different ways, but you see that? And I'm glad you weren't sent off to Troll Island or any of that stuff. And aw, Yvonne, I love you guys so much. I can't even like expel in words, but my heart is so full. I look forward to this every morning. And I really would like to do another one like in the afternoon to spend time with you guys. So I'm thinking, like Thursdays at 1 o'clock or something, but I'm trying to think people on the East Coast if they'd be up yet, because if I did it at noon, it would be only 9 o'clock. And, I don't know. What time is a good time for that? I just don't know. I don't know. I'm getting my water in. Paula's not here to see me drink my water. But yeah, I gotta do that for the kidneys. Gotta drink water, people. Stressing. Drink water because I'm having problems with those kidneys, and I'm telling you what, it's not fun. So what was I gonna say? But so are you guys making Heather, you're not a very good influence on me. She says she's drinking a Coke. But what are we planning? What are we planning for the weekend? Anybody have anything they want to share? What are you planning? I have to go to Erie on Sunday. I have to go to Erie to relinquish my Levi. And he did something very, very bad, and it's not safe for my other animals. Thank you so much, ma'am, Sally, for the word of God every Sunday. I'm going to go to church. Oh, I'm so happy, Emily. Russell, my friend Kenny needs prayers, has throat. Oh, Jesus, God and Mary. got a lot of decisions to make. Oh no, is it like stage 4, Russell? I only drink water and Death Wish tea. Um, I do drink 1 Pepsi a day. I drink a lot of Diet Pepsi and Diet Mountain Dew. Sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, Russell, from Debbie Sue. I'm putting up Christina stuff. Oh, Christmas stuff. Stage 3. Now, Russell, was your wife sick? I can't remember who it was. I was praying for their wife, and I don't know if it was Russell's wife, but so what about Thanksgiving stuff? I have my Thanksgiving. I put everything up, Kitty or Missy, on September 1st, and I figure I have 3 months: September, October, and November for those decorations. And I have things on my window. Here, let me show you my windows. You see my windows? Daryl put those up for me. I have decorations galore because being a teacher, you have decorations. So, I'm trying to decide if we're having Thanksgiving because if it's just Daryl and me, there's no sense. Um, we can do a TV dinner. It's not a big deal. I put Thanksgiving stuff out on Thanksgiving, but everything else will be Christmas. Okay. I have to get that tree put up because, like I said, November and December, and November's coming in 2 days. So, yeah, November's coming in 2 days, and I know what's going to happen because this cold weather, it just makes me crazy. It does, and I just get so down in this kind of weather, you know. But I did have some things here. Where was that? What did I do with that? Let's see. Cancel that. I had, darn it, it's not there anymore. I had opened some apps to share with you guys, but I guess it closed. It says 2 tabs are open. It was, you have everything set up. Here, how about this one? No copyrights, please. 55 days till Christmas, 15 hours, 52 minutes, and 53 seconds. 55 days until Christmas. Can you believe that? I don't want to get copyrighted. Wish I was a teacher. I work at a adoption center, ARC, and Starbucks. Oh, okay. ARC is to help disabled people out in the community. Oh, what area do you live? What state do you live in? I have so many books I would love to give to, like a shelter or something, but I just cannot find anyone that will take them. So it's horrible. And guys, listen to this. There are only 2 months and 2 days left of this year. I had a different countdown that had like the hours and everything, but I think it got deleted. I don't know. My son was cleaning up my phone. It was really bothering him that I have so much stuff on my phone. Um, so the New Year countdown, it's 2 months, it says 1 day, 15 hours, 51 minutes, and 48 seconds until the new year. So I'm thinking if it's 2 months, I can challenge myself and others, let's get our houses clean before the new year. So that's what I'm gonna try probably do on my live today if I get myself in. You're in Pennsylvania? I'm in Pennsylvania. What area in Pennsylvania? Because Dee and Doug are in Pennsylvania, but they're way up the top of the state in Philadelphia. Um, who have a home. I don't do program disabled people. So what part of Pennsylvania? Are you from Pittsburgh? Are you from Pittsburgh? Um, I'm right by Cumberland. Oh, that's far from me. I'm gonna find a Pittsburgh person yet. I did find Christina, but I haven't seen her in a while. How far is Cumberland from Pittsburgh? I want to go. There's people I want to meet here. I want to go to Florida to meet some people. I'm going to go to Virginia, Tennessee, Texas. There are a couple people, 3 people I want to meet there, plus my son. Um, I want to go to California, and I want to go where the rest of you people live. Um, I can't go to the Philippines. I would love to go to the Philippines. Um, 37 minutes from Cumberland. So how far is Cumberland from Pittsburgh? I don't go out of my area. Uh, it's like when I lived in Idaho, I barely left the area from my school to, the home. But oh, and also I have a countdown because Matthew and I, my son and I, we love to do countdowns. Um, no, she said she's from Pennsylvania, Heather. Um, so Matthew and I always do, like, it's the first day of school, we do a countdown, and when school starts again, we do a countdown. Anyway, so my birthday is in 237 days because birthdays are a big thing with me. My friends' birthdays, I always try to make it the best day of the year for them. But so that is the countdown for that. And the countdown to Thanksgiving, I have a little green face because you eat too much and you get sick. The countdown to Thanksgiving is only 28 days. 28 days. You're 2 hours and 3 minutes. Wow. And I also wanted to go to Ohio to see Heather. And that was going to be my first trip to Ohio. Oh, she wrote that. You still coming to Ohio. I'm trying, you know what? I have been having a lot of those episodes where I just conk out. Like, I don't think it's safe for me to drive that far yet, Heather. And I have every intention of going. But my friend is planning a trip across the United States in January. So that's coming up. I have to find the date. Julie. And I don't know if she's taking me, but I'm hopeful. Um, and I would have to be very quiet because I probably talk too much for her, but maybe she's a talker too. That would be so much fun if I could just talk the whole time. But, anyway, those are the countdowns. And my son's birthday is January 14th, which is coming so quickly. And I can't believe my baby is going to be 35. My oldest is 38. Can you believe that? Greetings and salutations, Sally. Thanks so much for the sunrises you've been posting. I've been catching them regularly. Oh, thank you, Matza. How are you, honey? Is this the first time you got into the actual chat, or you just watch from afar? That's okay. I never did chat things because I tend to type too much and they only give you a certain amount of room, but it doesn't stop me now. Whenever I was on Rhonda's last night, I had to do a second one. But oh, welcome so much, Matza. Um, I'm so glad you enjoy it. I love sunrises because you know what, Matza? It's a brand new day. Like nobody touched it. I just can't emphasize that enough. And the sunshine makes you feel so good. I was telling Yvonne, Nana, about this thing called a happy light. A happy light is a happy light is a light that you put next to you while you're drinking your coffee or something, and it's on a timer. And when you're going through seasonal defective disorder like SAD, it helps your mood. And I had to get that the one year. Daryl got it for me, and he said this is something you probably can use. And I never heard of it. And we do a lot of different light therapy, like red light therapy. Um, but this light is for your mood, and it has like certain kind of light bulbs in there, and I think Nana's going to um that was his due date. Maddie was due to be born January 15th, but he came early, unlike his brother who was like 2 weeks late. But the happy light, it's going to help your mood and things like that because you're not getting the sunshine from the gloomy days like it gets here in Pittsburgh in the winter, and it really helps you. I'm not sure who's going on the trip, but she said she's going to pick people up and then take them. Like, I don't know what she's doing, Rhonda, with that trip, but I would love to go. But she house sits here in Pittsburgh, so one of these days I just missed her when she was here last time because we didn't really know each other then. but now we do. Um, so that is what's going on here. I have to take him to Erie tomorrow or Sunday and relinquish him. I had to sign papers and everything. It's a big deal. I'm normally not a big contributor to chat normally. I will post when I am inspired by content or subject. Well, thank you for me being not of the normal activity of you, if I'm saying that right. Thank you. I feel honored that you know, wanted to contribute here. I really do. Um, but I have to take my Levi to the Hound Dog Safe Haven where he's going to be screened for his behavior because he bit my other dog in the eyeball. And he's still doing his thing, and I have to separate them, and it's very stressful. It's very, it's like when you have two kids that are, your own children that fight. It's like it's stressful. Or you have two best friends that are fighting all the time. I'm taking him on Sunday. It's a 3-hour trip each way. So I'm taking him Sunday because Daryl's off and I can't drive. I cannot drive that. I will fall asleep. I will. Um, so yeah, Sunday. So keep me in your prayers. I really need the strength because I was looking at him last night. He was on the couch when I was doing those videos and I was editing, and he's laying there so peaceful, snoring his little snore, and such a nice little doggy. He's so handsome. And I look at those eyes and and every time I come home, he brings me a toy, but he's so possessive of me and hurting the other animals. It's not good. It's really not good for the other animals. So, I mean, because I had to rehome a couple of my smaller puppies I had from my breeder because he really hurt them. He bit their ears all up, and they're in really. In fact, I just talked to the one lady who has my Ziggy, my puppy. He had such a wrinkly face. He was a Basset Hound too, but I didn't want Levi to break his spirit, and I figured it was better to rehome the little puppy than an older dog. So my 3-year-old granddaughter and 5-year-old granddaughter fight but also act like best friends. Yeah, because Levi was playing with his sister yesterday, and sometimes he even plays with Gabriel. He does, but it feels to me like I'm giving away one of my children, because I'm here all day long with these animals, and he's a backsasser. If you see my videos, he is a backsassing boy, and it's kind of comical, but sometimes it's just like, stop it, it's like a teenager's, stop it now, and he's like, roar. But I'm gonna be in dire straits or something. I don't know. I'm preparing myself, but I want to give him as much love as I can before he goes. Um, yeah, that's what siblings do. Um, but I was always the mother hen with my siblings because my sister's 10 years younger and she always called me Mama Sally. And all her kids, her 8 kids, call me that too because they stayed with me the whole summer. They never wanted to go home. So I've always had kids around me, but now they're all grown, and um, my one niece married someone from India and she's going back and forth there, so yeah. Well, you know how much, Heather, I love my dogs. And they have someone who's interested, and I just pray that they have patience because he's a good boy sometimes. But if he's the only dog and he gets all the attention and they take him on walks because he has to go on those walks and run off exercise because people think that Basset Hounds are these lazy dogs that lay around, and I'll tell you what, if they were chasing you, you better run because those dogs can run fast and they got big teeth too. Um, I have 2 cats, mother and daughter. They are my joy as I have no family of my own I'm a regular contact with. I have Madsa, I have a cat here who adopted me. His name is Mister. And I went to donate, and I already had a cat. His name is Jake. He's 15, but I'm not a cat person, but Jake Jake chose me, and he doesn't go near anyone else but me. Even when I was gone for 2 years, he stayed in the rafters, and he didn't want anybody, and then when I came home, he's fine. But, Mister, I was donating some towels and stuff, like nice towels for the kennels, and I was just walking past, and he put his arm out at me. There's 2 videos, Matt, so you have to see when I met, Mister, and then when, I actually met him in one of those little rooms. It's 2-part. But he put his arm out at me with his little paw, and I was like, "Oh, no, you don't. No, no." I walked by. So then when I came back over, he saw me and he's putting his arm out. And so I said, "What are you doing, little mister?" And he like touched my face and I was like, "Oh boy, that's it." But his name was Rocky because he was returned 3 times. He's such a nice boy. He was returned 3 times and he had a rocky life, so we named him Rocky. But every time um, Daryl's like, "What are you doing, little mister?" And then he got to think that his name was Mister, right? Um, and so he thought his name was Mister. So now his name is Mister. And I just think that's the cutest thing. His name is Mister. But when he got out the doggy door the first time and he took off and he was just on a hunt and he came back. But I'm outside, Mister. And my neighbors are like, "Who are you looking for?" I'm like, "Oh, my cat, Mister." Because they thought I was like, "Hey, Mister, you forgot something." But, I was out there, Mister. But do you know that that cat came back and I was outside, I was crying. I was so distraught because I don't even like cats and I love this cat. He took my heart. And so he came back and he just like jumped over the fence we have and he just like casually walking in like, "Hey." And I don't have to pick him up. Like, when you catch an animal that got away and you have to take him home, he follows me. Um, but he even comes, when I call him, like, so he goes back in the doggy door, like, huh. I was like, "What? This doggy door, not cat door." So now we have to keep the storm door closed, and the dogs can't freely go in and out like they used to because of Mister. But I did the cat door coming up from the mudroom to the kitchen. I have Daryl made a little slot door there. So if I don't want the cats upstairs and want the dogs to be able to be freely in and out the door, then we have to keep that closed. So, but Mister doesn't like it. He'll scratch and scratch because he wants to be up here with the dogs. He does. He doesn't care if they run after him and sniff him and sometimes Levi like nudges at him and stuff, trying to intimidate him to run. But yeah. So have a good day, Sally and Chad. I have to go. Yes. Okay. I'm looking forward to your video today. If you have a chance to do it before work. Um, so anyway, I'm rambling, but that's what I do. That's what I did for a living, and I got paid for it. Darn it. Um, so I just hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I hope to see you guys later. I need to go promise my friends a girls' day. Have a lovely day. Okay, Missy, I hope you have a wonderful day with your friends, honey. It's always good, and make sure you laugh. Make sure you laugh, honey. You have a great day. Going to get ready for my day. Oh, yes, it's a work day for you, Rhonda. I'm sorry. I ran over, didn't I? I love you guys, and thanks for spending time with me. And don't forget, I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye. I'll see you when I see you.